Guys, am I audible? At least just at least drop a message, please, will you? Okay, good. Very cool. Okay, I'll share my screen. Okay, guys, you can see my screen, right? Okay. So in the morning we have like discussed. You have learned about the basics of messenger digest algorithm MD5, and I gave you kind of a history lesson related to that and what sort of capabilities have and all that. So no need to go through that. Okay. So okay. So I was like teaching you the process, how we can uh like uh, process it. That means digest process. Okay. So which I have mentioned earlier. Now the the first thing is append padding bits. Like it's actually what it do is uh, the value you are taken. Now, as example here, it says have taken 1,000, and the value should be less than 64-bit from the multiple of 512. So I have mentioned it. I have gave you some examples. So altogether, it's like to get a value which is less than the easiest way. The easiest way is reduce 64-bit 64 from the one of these multiples of 512, and like append the value which you have provided to the nearest value. Like if it is like you have given 1,000, or you have given if you are given 1,400, so what you have to do is just padding, I mean append another 72, so it will become 1,472. It is exactly less than 64-bit less than 1,536. Okay, got it? So it's that much easy. So the second step now, uh, the next thing is what we have to do is the append the len. Now, as I told you, 1536 is the it's a multiple of 512. It's 3 times 512, right? So what we do here, we divide this value into 3 because it's consists of 3 blocks of 512. If it is like the value, just imagine we have taken a value x. That means value means after after we appending with the padding bits and less than 64 bit from 512 multiples. If it is like just imagine 7 times like 512. So then you have to, in this step, you have to divide it into 7 blocks. So that means if you have taken it as x, so it have to be divided into 7 blocks. Each block should be perfectly multiply of 512. So if you have taken 1024 or something, then there will be only 2 blocks. If you have taken 512, a single block. Okay, got it? Okay. Okay. The next in the same thing I have mentioned here, right? Initially, simply here we're adding 64-bit as length with the output of the first step. So it means multiple of 512 and minus 64. The length bit is 64, and it will divide it into 512 according to its multiples. Okay. The third step is initialize the MD buffer. Now when it comes to MD5, the word buffer is 4. Okay, that means here, whatever the letter, you can divide it into 4. Okay, so this is 128 in the value, bit value. But if you are going for SHA, so it will be 5, not 4. This is kind of a constant. Okay, so whenever now I'm talking about this 512 part. Okay, so here you have like 3 512s together, because we have taken 1536, so we have divided into 512. So each 512, then we are going to divide into according to the forward buffers, so it will be divided again into 4. So each of these 4 buffer is 32-bit. Okay, so just imagine, just multiply 32 into 4. Okay, so they have given an example. It's like I have divided it into J, K, L, M, or A, B, C, D, or E, F, G, H, I, just like that. We can compute and get a value. So whatever the value for a like the given size of this multiples, so you are going to divide it into 4 like this. Okay, it's the general way to do it. So what you have to do is, here you have to like remember the steps. What are the steps? So it won't to ask you to do a calculation or anything. So no need. In case there's a calculation, we should do a kind of a example. Sorry. Other than that, just want to get an idea what is it mean by the digest. Okay. Okay. Moving on. Okay, so this is the most important step in the algorithm, it says, and a total of 64 operations are performed in 4 rounds. Okay. In the first round, 16 operations will be performed. Second round, 16 operation will be performed. Third round, 16 operation will be performed. And fourth round, 16 operation will be performed. So it means now there are A, B, C, D, O. I have taken P, Q, L, M, O, whatever. So in the each round, there are 16 operations for each of the separated rounds. It will going to take place. Okay. So now 16 into 4. 16 into 4 means 64, right? 16, 16, 32 into 2, 64 operations inside this separated blocks, 512 blocks. So altogether there are 64 operations. So we have another 2. So altogether 3. So altogether 64 times 3 operation will be performed to our value, which is 1536, which we have taken. Okay. So for the first round, we apply f function. For the second function, g. For the third function h, and the fourth function I. So here we have taken f, g, h, I. Okay. Perform O and XOR and NOT. These are logic gates. You might be learned this during your mathematical sessions for calculation function. So we use 3 buffer for each function, K, L, M. So I will give you an example here. So we have taken F, G, H, I. Okay. So these are constant values, F and G and H and I. So K, L, M, which we have taken previously. So according to these values, it will be in this manner, like the AND gate, or not K and M. These are like I have given this to give you a general idea. No need to remember this. I'm going to share this presentation as well. So in case if there's if I'm willing to put if they are willing to put a kind of a calculation there, so I'm going to give you the insight. So I just want to complete this as soon as possible. So just go through it will be enough. Okay. So you know about gates, right? No need to teach you the gates, right, guys? Can you remember the gates? Ah, okay. It's come with CSA, right? Is it? If anybody cannot speak, kindly drop at least a message, will you? Nazik, Rifki. Rifki, what happened? You didn't came, right? Shashan, Sabra also there. Tushan. Just okay. I got a message. I guess so, sir. Okay, it seems like you kind of guys are not enjoying the online session. What to do? We have to complete this. Don't worry. For batch number 60, I'll gonna give you a part by part. Okay, lesson wise lesson, the assignment. For batch 60, you guys, I'll gonna give you a separate full assignment. So after, like, I try to give it on next week during this time, like you're gonna have 1 month time period. So I'll make it a bit simple. I don't know whether they're gonna approve it. If they're gonna approve it, if not, even though if it is tough, I'm gonna help you on this. Don't worry. Okay? Yeah, let's moving on. Okay, so extra I have copied this Python code here. You can try. I'm gonna share this one, though. Just omit this hash, okay? And try using this one if you're having uh, like exposure into Python and all that. So it will be easy. Just if I have checked this one, this kind of working fine. In case if you have any questions, any problem rising after you are using this one, please let me know. I have like, this is kind of an extra. You should not, I mean, it's not a must. You can try it out. Okay, guys. Okay. About the applications, we even today in the morning, we have discussed about some application, integrity of the files, authenticate the files. So the people who didn't came today, it means if you're checking now, if you try download something, most of the times there's a hash value mentioned there. Okay. So in this MD5 algorithm, what it do is it will convert your clear text into hash values. This is a hashing algorithm. So after you download the file, you can get the hash of it and you can compare, cross-check. If it is the same hash you are getting, that means you have downloaded the correct file without any changes while downloading, or it might be happen without intention, or with somebody have been tampered it, right? So you can check. So it's kind of checking the integrity of the files. Okay. In the meantime, you can use this. This is as an authentication mechanism. So whenever you enter kind of a value, it will be converted into a hash. So it cannot undo. It cannot go back. I mean, from the hash, you cannot make it the clear text again. But what it do is, after initially you have entering your password, it will create a hash. The next time, whenever time you are entering the password, it will cross-check with the hash value generated and the values it generated using the last hash. So it means the initial password you have entered will be saved as a hash value. The next time you are entering the password, it will checking it whether you are getting the same hash value. So it cannot check your password. It will checking your hash values, whether it's the same. So that means, as an example, if you enter your name Rifki, so it will convert it into MD5 hash. Okay, this MD5 hash will be saved there. Okay, it kind of a readable format, but it is a hash value. Then this saved hash value cannot be undone, so cannot be revised. It will be saved there, and the next time you're while you are try to log in, you are using the Rifki, but with capital K in the middle. So the hash value totally changed. So when it is cross-checking, it encounter it's not the same password you have entered. So it won't authenticate the file to enter. Okay, just like that. So it says the MD5 was used for data security and encryption. Okay, so in other times, in some scenarios in TSL and in SMTP and SHA, they are using this MD5 digest algorithm. So for the encryption purpose, so it's kind of a good tool to encrypt, just like that. So it's used for the data security and encryption. So it is used to digest the message for any size and also used for the password verification. So I have mentioned it for the game, boards, and graphics. So now, something now, did you see those hackers using some kind of digits, green color background, all that? So it's kind of a you can write a kind of a hash, this kind of a hash to create that graphic. Okay, if you have been like into this computer graphic means vision, so you can learn about this in the further. So it's very interesting part. I will put some PDF books related to this, and you can check it out after your exams, your assignments. Okay, it's kind of a separate part actually, just like AI. It's computer graphic. It's very interesting one. Okay, moving on. These are the disadvantages. Oh, okay, yeah. These are the advantages. MD5 is fast and simple to understand. Might be I make you, it's kind of a difficult to understand, but it is very fast, and meantime it is like easy to understand. If you have learned about other algorithms, you might think this is very easy. Okay, so MD5 algorithms generate strong password, 16 bytes format. Yeah, okay. All developers like web developers, etc., use MD5 algorithms to secure the password of users. For the integrate the MD5 algorithm, relatively low memory is necessary. Yeah, that's true. It's digest, so it won't. It's like a tree, so it won't use much of memory. So it will be very easy. It is very easy and fast to generate digest message for the original message. Okay, moving on. Disadvantages are MD5 generates the same hash function for different inputs. Yeah, it's possible because even though it's very easily tampered in this manner, if you found out what's the value, what's the 512 version, multiples you have entered, you can do this. Okay, so that's the way it is, how to crack it down when you are using Hashcat, the application. Okay, so MD5 provides poor security over SHA1. Yeah, SHA1 is, we are going to learn about it next. It is kind of a outdated version. So MD5 is the base of SHA. It is also a message digest. So it's provide very poor security over SHA1. So because MD5 is 120 bits, the SHA1 is 160 bits. So MD5 has been considered in secure algorithm. So now we are using SHA256 instead of MD5. Okay, I have, even in the morning I have mentioned how to crack it. So I have shared how to crack the password MD5. So it's like they have invented even in 1991. So around 2005, it have been declared it can be crackable. And 2017 onwards, they won't use this one. So now they are using SHA256. Some scenarios, they are developing 512 as well. So MD5 is neither a symmetric nor asymmetric algorithm. Okay, in the morning I have mentioned What's the meaning of symmetric and asymmetric? So it doesn't use single key, or it doesn't use two keys architecture. So it's like in between. Some scenarios it's having more than one key. Some scenarios it's have only one key. Some scenarios it won't use a key. Just like that. Uh, it it somewhat different. Now when it come to even just encryption, you have a key, right? A single key. So it's a symmetry. Now here it's not clear at all. So it means it's not either symmetric or asymmetric algorithm. Okay, moving on. Any questions, guys? Are you guys sleeping? Can you hear me? Am I audible? Okay. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Okay, good guys. So, for the batch 6 lesson and for the 58. Okay. Sir, for the batch 60 lessons and for the 58, the whole assignment. Yeah. Lesson wise, I'm gonna give the assignments to batch 60 LO and lesson order, and for the batch 58, your coordinator asked me to give the whole full assignment. Okay, are you okay with it? Okay, no worries. So don't worry, it's really easy. In the meantime, I'm gonna support you. From the first day onwards, like I felt very confident about you guys. So everybody in your batch is capable, and in some scenarios, I just used to bring you guys into the board and make you bit uncomfortable. Yeah, I do that. Maybe you are kind of hating me before that, and some scenarios no, it's okay, because what it means is you should take your own responsibility some cases. Okay, and you are so what capable people, and I have, like, even though you might not be having confidence on you, but I do have confidence on you, because like in some scenarios, some questions, everybody given the answer. No, I mean, there's no one you can say this guy is weak. You have, like, the only thing in some situations what you is like you are not got the basics, or sometimes you're not focusing to it or something. Otherwise, you all are capable, and you have, I mean, I have taken this in the middle of the semester, so I should help you, and I'm gonna guide you, and but you have to work. Okay, I'm not gonna force you, and you can contact me anytime related to the assignment, so no worries, we can do this. Okay, the next one is SHA1, SHA1. It also a hashing algorithm. It means secure hash algorithm one. As I mentioned before, it was MD5 is 128. This one is 160 bit. Okay, so if you divided it into 8, it means 20 bytes hash value. Okay, this hash value is known as message digest. Previously, we have used message digest, right? So now it's usually they have it have been used the hexadecimal number, which is 40 digit long. So it have been introduced by the Federal Information Processing Standards and United State National Security Agency. It's called NSA. You might be watching these TV series, movies, especially you guys. So you might heard about NSA. Those are the people who have invented this. And as I told you before, they have considered it as insecure since 2005. In the meantime, previously it was used by these people, Microsoft, Google, Apple, Mozilla Firefox, and all that. So especially for web security they use. Now it means whenever the web authentications, so banking systems, online banking systems, in some scenarios, these online loggings and all that. So it is very easy, quick, super fast. Because of that, easy to manipulate and all that. So they have used it. Then so now SSL is when it comes to web security. So this with this they have been identified it's having some security issues. So 2017 onwards, this the key certification authorities, they rejected this and they are not now accepting, and they are not supporting for this SHA1. As I told you, they are now going with SHA256. Okay, it's a latest version of SHA algorithm, hashing algorithm. Okay, guys. So this is kind of a JavaScript which have included here. So I'm very bad at Java. So because of that, no, actually, I don't like Java. It's really good language, but I'm not good at it. And so because of that, I'm not using that. And don't tell this to Nusrat sir, okay? Because he's a better teacher always, and I'm very poor. I mean, very weak kid, weak student. Because of that, it might be not good in Java. I have like basics and all that. So I didn't check this code, but I got it from our trusted sources. So you can check, and in case you can contact me. In the meantime, you can talk to Mr. Sir about this code as well. Okay, this is for extra thing. Okay, try to use these things. Try to play with these tools and all that. So it will be easy for you, because like if you want to be a web developer, web engineer, designer, or whatever. So you should know about SHA256. Okay, and you should know about the weaknesses of this SHA1 MD5, because even though some places they still use this MD5, SHA1, SHA2, just like that. So if you want to become a penetration tester or hacker, white collar hacker, gray hacker, whatever the hacker, or you want to get some information, you want to download some stuff, you want to bypass the security, or you want to tight your security. If you are a web engineer or web developer or software engineer or someone, so to tight your security, you should know about this. Okay, it is very vital. You should start right away. Right? Okay, good. Then SSL. It's secure socket layer. Okay, so you might noticing this. Now we have previously discussed about MD5 and SHA1. So what's the why it's related to network security. So most of the time, network security means network security and cryptography. So we are talking about connecting resources, the networks, and internet resources sharing through Ethernet or local area network or whatever. So this thinking about data security uh, and hardware and firewall and other security classes. In the meantime, these are the way you are getting resources in a secure manner. So most of the times we are talking about web security. These three algorithms we have, two algorithms we have learned. It's totally based on most of the times on web security. Here, this is a base of web security, secure socket layer, provides security to the data that is transferred between web browser and server. It's enclave link between web server and browser, which ensure that all data passes between them remain private and free from attack. So, when it comes to SSL, it will create kind of a tunnel between this browser and web server. What do you mean by a tunnel? Okay, in the networking you might learn. Wait, I will share the presentation. Wait. Okay, guys, wait. Okay, I think you can see what I'm sharing right now. Okay, so when it comes to data representation, it's like text, numbers, images, audio, whatever. So there are like data flows: simplex, half duplex, and full duplex. So whenever you are making connection between two places, you can tunnel between the two places. So after establishing a connection, you can create a tunnel which you can communicate. In between these two tunnels, these two places, you're creating a private secure channel. So nobody can, in the middle, nobody can access this data. So it doesn't mean it's might be circuit switching, or even yeah, it can be circuit switching, not directly connected or somewhat. So it's temporary with the handshake, three-way handshake. It will create a separate private VPN kind of environment. So nobody can do any changes while you are having this tunnel. Okay. So moving back again to the presentation. Okay. So what I was saying, secure shortcut layer. So it is a handshake protocol. There are like when it comes to SSL, there are some other protocols are running. Few protocols are running. So inside this TCP/IP, it's like a stack of protocols. It says here protocol stack. So top of the TCP/IP protocol, HTTP, it's running this initial SSL record protocol, handshake protocol, change cyberspec protocol, alert protocol, etc. So I will, don't worry about this. I'm going to teach you one by one. These are very easy. You can remember with these. I'm going to share this one. Check the slide. And if you're having any question related to this, just let me know. I'm going to explain it again and again. It doesn't matter. Okay. Moving on. Now, in the stock, I have mentioned secure shortcut layer protocols. There are like a stack of protocols. First one is SSL record protocol. Yeah. And handshake protocol, change cyberspec protocol, and alert protocol. Okay. Starting with SSL record protocol. So it ensures the confidentiality and message integrity. It is like just like that digest. It is divided into the application data is divided into fragments. The fragment is compressed and then encrypted message authentication code generated by algorithms like SHA and MD5 is appended. After that, encryption of the data is done, and in last SSL header append to the data. Okay, what it means is, now initially while we are talking about MD5, it says now these web security, they don't now allowing this MD5 into security for the append. So now they are going with SHA 256. Okay. So it means whenever you are using the SSL, this this application data is divided into fragments, like kind of a size packets or like frames. Okay. And it is compressed with MAC, machine authentication code. Okay. So because to give whenever you are accessing through SSL, these to get the access and to get the integrity and confidentiality, keep the confidentiality, it will always use this encryption mechanism. So there are like 2 keys or like more than 1 key which shared with 2 stakeholders which connect to each other, and without you have to have 2 keys to access the resources. So they're using these hash values to check whether you have received the correct part, or whether it's tampered while it's transferring. So if it is being checked with the hash values, with these fragments. Okay, so while you are sending these fragments to one end to the next end, another end, you are checking with the hash whether you are having the same hash. If it is changed, then it gonna drop. It's gonna drop the packet, and you're gonna receive it again. You're gonna establish the connection again, just like that. For that purpose, they are using SHA. Okay. After that, encryption of the data is done, and the last SSL header is append the data. So append means it will change. Okay. So this, after this encryption of data is done, and the last SSL header, now it won't keep in the same manner. For the security purpose, it will be appended the data in some kind of a pattern which they have been recognized during this connection. Okay, so how it do is like this. Now application data it have been taken, the fragment it been compressed. Now during this networking session, you might be heard about my story, which 2 kings from 2 kingdoms want to communicate to each other, and there are some steps they have to follow. It's called protocols. In one protocol, we have used compression, data compression. Okay, so to compress version or to the fragment directly, if you are not going with the compression, we are using machine authentication code, and it's encrypted with the key, with the private key, and you're gonna add this SSL header in front, and you're gonna send this one. So it is secure, fully secure, with a MAC, with the encryption and a hash and a header. Okay, and it also compresses as well, and it is fragmented application data. So every fragment being treated in this manner. Got it? Okay. You might be like losing your mind while I'm describing it here. But after seeing this diagram, it might help you to understand it, right? Okay. It will be same for the next fragment as well. Okay. Okay. This is about record protocol, SSL record protocol. The next protocol in the stack is SSL stack is handshake protocol. There's a diagram. From here, you can understand very easily, but I'm going to describe the phrases. There are 4 phrases. In phrase 1, both client and server send hello packets to each other. In the IP session, Cyber Suite 10 protocol versions are exchanged for the security purposes. It says phrase 2, server end is certificate and server key exchange, the server and the phrase 2 by sending the server hello packets. Okay, this is like something, I mean, very complicated. With just looking at this diagram, it's easy to understand. Now there are two entities, two stakeholders, client and server. So client sender say hello, and the server is replying by hello. That means it is the initial step of establishing the connection. Then server sending certificate, server authentication, server send certificate, server request client certificate, server key exchange. So this certificate authority is very important. As I told you today, if this is kind of a shake hand, right? Three-way shake hand. So initially it says hello, and you're shaking your hands. Then it will be sending the server certificate. So the client can check whether this server certificate is authenticated. Okay, certificate authority. Okay, then the same time, server is requesting for client certificate. That means browser certificates. Do you know how to check your browser certificates? Guys, shall I show it to you? How to check your whether what is the certification you have, how and all that? Okay, guys. I'm using Google Chrome here. So I think you can see my screen, right? So what you have to do is just go here. It says view site information. Click it here. So it says connections are secure. So you can get the reset the permission, cookies of data, site settings, and etc. etc. So I click here. It says connection is secure. Your information is private when it sent to this site. For example, password, credit card numbers. Okay, and certificate validity. So here you can see the certificate. It says certificate via here the address issued to common name CN organization, not part of the certificate, issued by certificate authority. Okay, blah blah blah. November 13th, 2023, 5 a.m. Expire on Monday, February. Until this certificate is valid until 2024, February 12th. Okay. This is the SHA256. You said now they are using the latest SHA version 256. Okay. See, William, it is huge. This is the certificate and this is the public key. It won't disclose the private key. The public key they are sharing is this one, and the certificate is this one. Okay. And go to details. RS Certification Authority, cPanel Certification Authority. Now, grabscholarships.com, the site, the version, serial number. You can see everything here. Version 3, serial number, certificate signature algorithm, see here. PKCS SHA256 with RSA encryption. So for the encryption purposes, they have used RSA. We're going to learn about RSA as well. So you can see the issuer, CN, cPanel Incorporation Certification Authority. It is in Hudson, US. Okay. The validity, not before, it is not valid before the November 13th and not after 2024, February 12th. Okay. Subject related to this one, key information, RSA encryption, subjects public key, C. William, 2048 bits. Okay. Certificate authority key ID, certificate subject key ID, key usage, basic constraint, extended key usage. See, certificate policies. You can go to this site and see the policies here. Distribution points. Okay. Authority key access, certificate timestamp list. Everything is here. This is the certificate public key I have mentioned. Okay. So one day I will teach you using these values, what sort of identification you can learn about a website or something. Okay. Okay, guys. Again, moving back. It's pretty interesting, right? Okay. So again, it will checking the server it's going to send the its certificate and requesting for the client certificate and all that. So it's exchanged the public key, which you have show there, right? So there. Okay. Again, from the client, now he's kind of okay. He's kind of feel safe. So he's gonna send the certificate and he's gonna exchange his public key. Okay. Now it's the client authentication page. So change the cyberspec, handshake finish. So they can have established the connection here. Okay. It is all about handshake protocol. Previously, we have learned about record protocol. And this is change cyber protocol. So this protocol uses SSL record protocol. Unless handshake protocol is completed, the SSL record protocol will be in a pending state. So this is functioning step by step. Initially, it starts with record protocol and then handshake protocol. Again, the third step is unless the handshake protocol is completed, SSL record protocol will be in a pending state. Then after the record protocol will be function. After the handshake protocol, the pending state is converted into the current state. Change cyber protocol consists a single message which is 1 byte in length and can have only one value. This protocol purpose to pause the pending state into the current state. So it's alter the value. That means the state. Initially, it was pending state. It helped to change type protocol. It's only hold a single bit. So sorry, single byte. So 8-bit, it will be create the pending state into the current state. So alt protocol, this protocol is used to convey SSL related alerts to the peer entity. Each message in this protocol contain 2 bytes. So it's a 1 byte to level, 1 byte to alert. Okay. So altogether here in the stack, you have record protocol, handshake protocol, then it's the next step will be cyberspec protocol. It's have only 1 byte, then alert protocol, then the record protocol will be running. Okay. Now, the SSL certificate has been several important characteristics that make its reliable solution for secure online transactions, especially when it says HTTPS means it's running with SSL, right? Okay. So when it comes to encryption, SSL certificate use encryption algorithms to secure the communication between website or server and its users. So you have seen the certificates and you have seen they have using SHA256 algorithm to encrypt hash and encrypted RSA. Okay. So you have seen everything here. Okay. About the authentication, the SSL certificate verifies the identity of the website or service. Ensure with the certificate. Okay. It's certified with the certificate, whether verified whether the website is the proper one. Ensure that the users are communicating with the intended party and not with the imposter. This provides assurance to user to their information being transmitted to trusted entity. So what SSL do is it check the with the certificate. It's verified whether it has been used. It had been issued by the verified certificate authority. Everybody cannot issue certificates, right? So it will be ensuring you are communicating with the proper party. That means if you try to connect to the Sampath Bank, it will be verifying whether it's Sampath Bank, and it will be showing whether it's integrity, intended party, if you have been connected to the proper bank, or not the someone who's a man in the middle who's showing that as he's the Sampath Bank or someone. So this to prevent the imposters, this SSL certification authority is very important. So the next one is authentication. SSL certificate verifies the identity of the website or service, ensuring that users are communicating with the intended party and not with the imposter. This provides assurance to users that their information being transmitted in trusted entity. So I think you might get the idea. Okay. So again, public key cryptography. SSL certificate use public key cryptography for the secure key exchange between client and server. You have seen the public key which they have shared with the in my example. I mean, I have shown you, right? This allows client and server to securely exchange encryption keys, ensuring that the encrypted information can only be decrypted by the intended recipient. So asymmetric key infrastructure, and they are using this RSA to encrypt it as well. So encrypted, and they're going to send the public key, and they're going to encrypt using the private key. The recipient have to use their private key to decrypt the message. Okay. So certificate issued by trusted certificate authority or authorities. SSL certificates are issued by trusted certificate authorities who are responsible for verifying the identity of the website or service before issuing the certificate. This provides high level of trusted and assurance to users that the website or service they are communicating with is authentic and trustworthy. This is very important while you are having, even though other kind of, protocols, the only thing that you'll access in some scenarios, they might able to tamper or they might able to come between. So prevent that, they have implemented, they have invented this certificate. Okay, so there are like limited number of certificate authorities which are allowed to issue the certificates. They before issuing the certificate, they always check and verify whether the entity they are issuing is trusted, trustable party. Okay, and we have learned about SSL, we have learned about MD5, we have learned about SHA. Now we're going to learn about transport layer security. It's called handshake. TSL is a data privacy and security protocol implemented for secure communication over internet. It's usually encrypt communication between server and client. TLS is a successor of secure socket layer protocol. Transport layer security connect to establish via handshake. So this is the latest. Okay. It is a successor of SSL, not the predecessor. Now, when it comes to looking at this diagram, initially it was like this. Say hello, and it's also saying hello. Then it's suddenly going to send the server certificate and requesting the certificate from the client and server exchange key. Okay, but when it comes to TSL, it says you're going to sync. So sender going to send a sync, then it will be sending a sync acknowledge to the client. Okay, start with the sync. Okay, so then it will be the client will be getting the acknowledgement. It says hello. Then server says hello, and it's going to send the certificate, and the server hello is done. Again, the client going to get the certificate from there, and client exchange change cyberspecs, and it will be establishing the connection. Then this change cyberspecs will be received by the server. Now that phase is completed. Again, then only it will be receiving the application data. Then it will be securely connected with each other for a secure connection. So now only they are eligible to communicate and transfer data. Okay, so with TLS enabled services, a send a client hello, and this is included information about client, and the server respond with server hello message, and then the choose cybersuit from listing client hello message. The server also transmit digital certificate and a final server hello done message, client validate certificate, client then send client key exchange message. So in between here, they exchange keys. Okay. So the client choose key exchange mechanism to securely establish the shared secret with the server. Client also need to send change cyberspec, indicating that it's switching to secure communication, which is finally followed by the finish message indicating successful handshake. Then server replied with change cyberspec and the encrypted finish message and say once shared secret is received. So then after they are securely connected, they can establish and transfer data. So I think we have to go to the presentation, the first presentation I have sent you. It will be giving some insight and some good kind of a idea related to TSL. Now, the only thing that you have to remember is related to SSL. It's a kind of a what is called a stack of protocols. It starts with handshake, then cyberspec protocol, alert protocol, and record protocol. So just like that, TSL, it's a successor of this SSL. And according to my knowledge, it's now we are using version 3, TSL version 3. It's up to date. So all about TSL are mentioned in the presentation which I have been shared with you. Okay, so just go there and check the presentation. And I think we should learn about SMTP separately. Okay, POP, post office protocol. Okay, there's two things that you have to learn. And then you have learned about MD5, SHA, TSL, SSL, and we need to learn about SMTP, and you have RSA. I have mentioned about RSA in the first presentation, and HTTP and HTTPS. Now it's with SSL or TSL. So you know about HTTPS. Yeah, that's all related to the protocol. In the next class, we can start with the assignments now. Let's have one class related to this firewalls, switches, and routers. Let's do a kind of practical session, how to do it. And like next Saturday, right? Next Saturday, we try to, I'll ask for 3-hour session. Or in between, let's try to do it. And let's complete the part which covered your assignments related to the first and second question, at least, or designing the network. Okay, so don't worry, I'll do a separately, I'm gonna give these assignments, and most of times it won't be the same, it bit like a same, but I'm gonna give a separate assignment for batch 58 and 60. Okay, I think it's better because batch 60 gonna learn a lot. I mean, I just kind of a rush here, right? I'm gonna teach you about these it would be better if you could do on Sunday as well, sir, since we don't have enough. Yeah, let's do that. Definitely. Definitely. I'll focusing into that because in the morning, after your classes, I have discussed with Sudeshi, but she's kind of insisting I start with CSA and not do a session for you. But whatever she says, I'm not gonna do that because I just feel like I'm gonna do more. Because if I started it with CSOs or somewhat ever, and if I going to do the network security there, then they're gonna say, okay, so you already have like started CSA, so you have to start the assignments as well. So it's not going to work in that manner because I have to think about you guys first, not about something else. I mean, I'm not criticizing or anything, but it's my duty, and I feel like we need more time because um, I'm not criticizing anyone, but it's have to be in that manner, right? I'm always believing the way Nusrat always used to say. He's always concerning about students because he feel he feel that he have learned something, and he just want to share his knowledge, and he want to create a good future for you, just like that I have learned from him. So I just want the same thing from you, for you as well. So don't worry, let's gonna do a session in Sunday as well. mm, Batch 58, you don't worry, I'll gonna help you with the assignments. Somewhat we try to conclude for you guys on next Sunday or Saturday, and I'll prepare the assignments. It's not completed yet, but I'll gonna share the presentation, this one, in the chat, and I think you can go through with this the latter one, SMTP, Simple Mail Transfer Protocol, and advantages, disadvantages, and POP, Post Office Protocol. Those are both of them are related to mailing. Okay, and there's a protocol called IMAP. These port numbers are very important. Okay, port 1110 995. When it come to SMTP 25, right? Port 25, I guess. Yes. Yeah, 25. Yeah, this is very important. IMAP, they're using another port. So I'm gonna copy it there. Don't worry. Wait, I'll upload the presentation here. And wait, guys. You can download right away, right? You have participated for the class, ne? So I should give you something extra. Okay. Can you download it? Try downloading it. It's only 1.14 MB. Any doubts, any questions, or anything else that you want to know? Just drop a message at least if you're having anything. Okay, good. I know you guys may be sleepy after having a very tired day. I'm also feeling the same. So I think it's time to conclude the session right up. So see you guys soon. and I try to distribute this what you call assignment soon as possible. Okay. Try doing these practicals. And all the best for your assignments. And if you have any questions related to any other assignments, if you want any help, please let me know. Okay. Then good night, guys. Thank you. Thank you so much for participating. I'm gonna stop the recording. Wait. Stop.